My name is Olanyi Abodedele, but people call me The Voice. I'm currently based in Pretoria, Arcadia area, South Africa. I grew up in Nigeria and migrated to South Africa in 2005. My primary school education was in Enito Primary School in Aguda, from where I then went to St. Patrick's College, Ikoransa, Calabar. From St. Patrick's College, Ikoransa in Calabar, where I did my JSS, I also went to Offa Grammar School in Offa, Kwara State. After that, I got admission into the Federal Polytechnic Ilaro, where I had my OND degrees in business management. From there, of course, definitely I furthered my education, went to the State Polytechnic Abeokuta. Also had my HND in business administration. I also have a diploma in multimedia, graphic designs and multimedia, and also when I got to South Africa, I also have a diploma in media relations. I'm a publisher. I publish a Nigerian community newspaper here in South Africa. I'm also a community commentator and activist. Our objective is to report authentic Nigerian news for Nigerians based in South Africa and non-Nigerians and friends of Nigerians. What the newspaper is about is basically to tell our own story, because as things are, I believe the Nigerian story is not told the way it should be told. I saw a gap to tell our story, to celebrate ourselves, to let people know that Nigerians are positive people, to let people know that Nigerians are hardworking people, Nigerians are doing well, as opposed the negative media representation of Nigeria. So what we basically do is to celebrate Nigerians that are achieving, Nigerians that are making the country proud, to sell our tourism, to sell our culture, and also to fight the ills within the Nigerian community in South Africa. That is one of our aim, to make sure that Nigerians are well represented, either positively or, to fight for the rights of Nigerians in South Africa. In a nutshell, that is what the Nigerian Voice is about. For almost 5 years, we've been up and running. And our presence in the community is well felt. An example of where we've positioned ourselves within the Nigerian community is the last Nigerian government through the Diaspora Committee of the Federal House of Representatives, when Honorable Abodedele was the chairperson. We were actually endorsed, as a media partner to the Diaspora Committee, which means that happenings and things going on within the Nigerian community here, we report to the Diaspora Committee or the Federal House of Representatives. Another big plus for us is that when the current President Muhammadu Buhari was in Nigeria, the Nigerian Voice newspaper was the only media outfit in the whole of South Africa that the President granted an exclusive interview, which shows that we are well recognized, we are well positioned. Also, when the Vice President was in South Africa, Professor Yemi Oshibanjo, he also granted us an interview through us. They addressed the Nigerian community, which is a very big plus for us as well. Like every other businesses, we've had our challenges, financial challenges. We've had issues with people trying to contest our content, because as I've said earlier on, I'm a community activist and a community commentator, which means also I'm fighting against the negative aspect and people trying to take advantage of Nigerians. So because of that, we've had a few lawsuits where people have challenged the authenticity of our news. But when you're in the media industry, you just have to know what it's all about, and you have to get all your facts right. So in many cases, we've not won those cases. When you are trying to fight corruption, when you are trying to stand up for a group of people, and they are not forthcoming, they are not also willing to come up. Nigerians, in our natural attitude, where we fear our face to be known as to something. So it's always that challenges. People always come to us on the back door, tell us their situations. People always report incidences from us. But when we actually want to hear from them and want to quote from them, they begin to shy away. They begin to be afraid. So that's also a very big challenge where we can't put out all that we want to, because as you know, media has to do with evidence, and when people are not ready to speak or when people are not ready to make their face be out there, then it's a challenge. Also, with the Nigerian authorities, a few of the Nigerian authorities, they are not quite happy about some of the things we do, because as I said, we try to expose corruption, we try to expose the ills, of the society, and we try to challenge them on how certain things should be done, and that is also a very big factor. So yes, like every other business, there is the challenges, and those are our challenges. But we are very, very confident. We are very, very proud of what we do, and this is a course we intend to pursue. And we are pursuing with every strength in us. My journey to South Africa was not actually planned. My intention was to come into South Africa, celebrate a wedding with a brother of mine. But when I got to South Africa, I saw the organization, I saw the development, I saw how things were in South Africa, and that caught my attention. I actually went back to Nigeria. When I got back to Nigeria, I then made a decision, because when I was in Nigeria, I was actively into politics. I was actually a youth leader, and I was also a PA to the Deputy Chief Whip of Ogun State House of Assembly. But I needed to improve myself. I needed, stability in what I do, and that was why I actually came to South Africa in 2005. But on getting to South Africa, there were challenges, and I believe in life as a man, you always face challenges, and those challenges can only make you stronger. On getting to South Africa, I tried my hands on a few things, which basically I started off as a waiter in one of the restaurants, and then after that, because of my hard work and because of my belief, I became a manager within 1 year of my waitering. And after that, while I was a manager, I was trying to see what else I could lay my hands on, because I felt if I needed to improve my life, that was not sustainable enough for me. It was just something that I needed to do to survive in the meantime. So in between, I then saw the gap, the gap that there is no any Nigerian newspaper or any media outfit that reports solely Nigerian news, because in actual fact, there are a lot of Nigerians doing well in South Africa. There are a lot of Nigerians making us proud. So I saw that gap. I decided to take it. In between, a lot of people were discouraging me, because in South Africa, trust me, when the name Nigeria is mentioned, is about negativity. It's about drugs, it's about scams, it's about 419 and everything. And I was determined, because I felt it was necessary for us to change how the Nigerian name is perceived in South Africa. But on sitting down and trying to map my strategy, I looked at it and I feel it's a risk worth taking, because I also analyzed the Nigerian music industry, analyzed the Nigerian movie industry. I saw how acceptable it's been around the world, and I feel anything Nigeria is of interest, either negative or positive. So, and that has also given us a niche in the market, because now our target audience now is the upper middle class Nigerians who love to read, who loves to do research, and who loves to, educate themselves. I'm an introvert, I'm an indoor person. When I'm free, I like to rest, because the pressure of the work is so high that when I have little time, I would want to sleep. I love doing researches, being on the internet, educating myself more. And if I want to relax, I love going to the park. The fresh air It cools my brain, it freshens me up. I love going to the movies, I love doing window shopping and everything. That's how I spend my leisure time. I love everything Nigerian. So my favorite artists are Nigerians, definitely. I love Two Baba. I'm also a fan of Wizkid. I love his music, especially the Ojo Elegba one, you know. Ni Ojo Elegba. It makes me remember home, you know. I just love everything about his music, you know. Ni Ojo Elegba.
They know my story. From old dogs to do. I be hustle to work. Ni Ojo Elegba. Me and Siri. Dogs to do. We been hustle to work. My people dead, my people suffer. Them they pray for blessing. My people dead, them they pray for blessing, for better living. Kilo dale, aye.
My most embarrassing moment, I remember when I first started the Nigerian Voice newspaper, and I scheduled an interview to interview a Nigerian personality. I must say, a very, very disciplined Nigerian personality. I actually didn't do research on what I wanted to do. So I got there and I was just basically asking him basic questions and everything, and he got angry, you know, and he told me off that I'm an amateur, I'm just learning, he doesn't grant interview to people like that. It was so embarrassing. But also, I did learn from it positively, you know, that taught me a lot. So I know the importance of preparing very well when you are going to interview someone. You know, you just have to do your research very well, and you just have to shake them up. So that made me a better person in the industry, but it was quite embarrassing. I love Nigeria so much. I go to Nigeria as often as I can. Next month, I'll be jetting off to Nigeria. I follow Nigerian politics because it is my desire that we have a very good country. You know, we have a peaceful country. We have a country we can all be proud of. We have a country where everything we need to develop will be there, so that a lot of us from the diaspora can actually move back home and contribute our quota to the community. On my personal view, things I would want to see to improve in Nigeria so that we can be proud of the country. Number one, I feel it's very important there's a very good identification system, you know, where all Nigerians will be able to be identified, and where all Nigerians will have basic ID card, you know. Also, electricity. Electricity is the bedrock of any country, of any developed countries. We just need to get our electricity system right, you know, because if we get that right, I know a lot of investors would move into Nigeria en masse, because we have the population in Nigeria, and we also have the buying power. We have the buying will. Security is very, very important. Security can be broken into a lot of things. We are citizens, we have to play our part. You know, we have to be good citizens, we have to be obedient citizens, we have to be watchful of our environment, so that any negative feeling we have around us, it's very important to report to the police. The government of Nigeria needs to take security very, very, very serious, because in any country where there's security, where people feel safe, definitely investment is going to improve, people are going to be more relaxed, and things are going to run smoothly. So yes, that's my dream for Nigeria. Those three things, if they can be put in place, I can guarantee that Nigeria is going to be a heaven for investors, for tourists, and for Nigerians in diaspora. Well, my advice for people that want to come to South Africa to invest in one business or the other, either tourism, after in the media, or whatever, you must understand that South Africa is a very structured country. you know, where there are standards, and you have to be able to compete to meet those standards. And also to Nigerians in South Africa, I'm going to say, be very good Nigerian ambassadors, represent Nigeria positively. Have it at the back of your mind that it's not easy wherever you go, but with perseverance, with boldness, with trust, I mean, you will scale through. I'm going to make a shout out to my family. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to my mom, Ms. Olanyi Abodedele, based in the UK. I want to make a shout out to my brothers, you know, Brother Tunji, you know, Mega D in London, Vibes Man, Olamide, my cousins, Kule Fadikbe, Remy Fadikbe, Nigerians generally in diaspora and Nigerians at home. I love you. I'm 100% Nigerian, and I carry the flag proudly.
Why you speaking Oyinbo? Oyinbo, you dey Lagos Oyinbo. If I carry you go banana, my guy, you go love Lagos. If I carry you go to Elegushi, you go love Lagos. If I carry you go Niru, my guy, you go love Lagos.
The Castle of Good Hope in Cape Town, South Africa was built in the 17th century by the Dutch East India Company. It's the country's oldest colonial building, originally serving as a replenishment station for ships passing the treacherous waters of the Cape.
Oro in Akwa Ibom State is known for its rich cultural heritage. This they showcase through their annual festival. Why is this festival important to the Oro people?
It awakened and revived the long forgotten Oro cultural heritage.
They bring people from far and near to enjoy and see their people.
Our people try to discourage most of these traditional plays because of their religious inclination. So I decided, as part of my responsibility, to revive the tradition of Oro Nation.
The dance displayed by various cultural groups and the artistry of the costume are always a sight to behold. Some express their likes for the different cultural groups.
In fact, Ekpo masquerades. So I used to steal my mother yams to go and give, for them to allow me to see the face of the mother masquerade.
I enjoy Abang, Nkwo, I enjoy Ekpo, I enjoy Nkwo, and Ekong.
Enjoy Mbok, Mbaya, Nkwo.
I like Nkwo so much. You see them in their different colors and beautiful attire.
Although the appearance of some masquerades looks scary, it attracts the involvement of both young and old, male and female, for entertainment, which makes a typical Oro person feel at home.